a ratio that I came up with. Just by having this report, we're gonna have no missed calls with leads, which is gonna lead to more quotes, lead to more sales. Dan Kitajima here, back with another episode of How to Grow Your Agency. Today, I'm excited to share with you guys a ratio that I came up with that's gonna be great to tracking your progress of improving your agency. So improving our agency is something that's always on our minds at all the time. And a lot of times we come up with these big ideas, thinking about these big changes we're gonna make. But I came across this quote that I really like that I wanna share with you guys, and it's called evolution over revolution, which really means that we just wanna evolve over time, making these small changes, especially if they're improvements, they're gonna make a big difference. And that's really what we should be focused on, instead of trying to just complete our whole operation, and that's just gonna slow things down because you already have something that's working. Let's keep improving on it, and that's a better way to go about improving your agency, because good things takes time, and definitely growing an agency does as well. We're just gonna keep it simple here. I told my staff, all we have to do here is focus on two things, which is pick up every call right away. If somebody calls, we just want to be there and pick up the call and not let it go to voicemail. Just by doing that, we're not gonna miss call-in leads. We're gonna be able to handle customer service situations so much better. And then calling every lead right away. I mean, it's just that simple. If you get a lead, we wanna call them as soon as possible. Everything's about speed in business these days, and just doing these two things itself is gonna make a big difference in our operation. How can we see if this is really happening in our agency? I mean, you can go out there and see if people are answering your phone calls or not. You could check the voicemails, but just like anything, when it comes to tracking, it's really good to have data and numbers behind it. So I came up with this formula, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. How to calculate this formula? I'm gonna go over this with you guys, share the spreadsheet, and I'm gonna actually put in the description a link to a sample report so you could use it for your agency as well. And then how to tie this into your staff compensation. All these reports are nice, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't affect your staff's pay, they're not really gonna pay attention to it. So this report is so important to me that I tied it into their compensation. I wanna show how you guys could do that as well. So yeah, I came up with this report myself, this ratio. I'm really excited to share with you guys. I call it the voicemail to sales report. So how does it work? Basically, we have how many voicemails you get per sale. For example, in one day, if you get one voicemail and 9 sales, that's a 90% ratio, which is actually something that I'm gonna consider very good, and is personally, for our agency, a goal of ours to get to 90% for the whole month. So how to put this in a spreadsheet? Let's check it out. All right, cool. So right here, it's good to know which days you get the most voicemails to. This is a voicemail during business hours. Obviously, if it's midnight, you don't expect your staff to pick up the calls. Our business hours are 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. And then here's the sales per day. Every day is different, but you want to put your sales here. And then here's the percentage. So again, I put this sample report in the description so you can check out the formula, because once you have the formula, it's so easy to calculate it. We have a team member send this report out daily. Here's the daily report every single day. Saturday, we put a note here, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Every day is different. And then November just ended, so we ended with 72%. 94 voicemails, 238 calls, 72%, which isn't great, but that's how we want to report. And then that's how we could track if you're doing a good job or not every day and every month. Now, how do we tie this into their compensation? So what I like to do is have a contest. So it doesn't have to be every single month. So it could be a short-term contest, but it is important to have a time period. For example, it could be for 1 month. It could be for 3 months. I like to do a monthly contest because it's short enough time frame for people to get paid out on it. Then you want to have a goal. Okay, you want to maybe track to see what your past has been so it's attainable. I have a big goal here to get to 90% and eventually even get to a higher number. But for now, we want to start off with 90%. So if you have 238 sales in 1 month, then that's 23 voicemails, no more than that. That is a goal for the agency for December. And then you want to have winners. Make it a team contest. And then the ones that I like to have participate in it is not everybody, because people in sales are not really responsible for picking up calls. All the people that are CSRs or marketers, because marketers do help in getting sales, but especially the CSRs who should be picking up the calls are going to be included in this contest. I don't feel like sales agents need to be included in this team contest, because again, their duties is maybe making more outbound calls, following up, and not picking up customer service calls. But make it a team contest, but with ranking. This is just an example. Let's have a prize pool of $1,000 just to make it easy. So there's a pool of $1,000, and that's gonna get distributed to how many team members you have included in this contest. For me, just for example, we have 6 CSRs and marketers. So that $1,000 is going to be distributed into those 6. But is it going to be equally distributed? I don't believe that's the right way because some people are going to be doing so much more activity than the other ones. So I like to keep track of how many customer service tickets they completed, meaning how many changes they made, how many endorsements they made, how many payments they made, and then how many sales assists or marketing transfers, cross-sell opportunities they open. So that's maybe another video that I could have as far as how I compensate for that separately. But for now, for this contest, I just keep track of those 3 metrics and I add it up and I rank each one of them. Instead of having $1,000 divided by 6, we have first place, for example, $300, second place $250, third place $200, fourth and fifth $100, and sixth place $50. And who wants to be last? So that's why the last place is less. And that's kind of a fair way for me because even though it's a team contest, they all win or they all lose together. But within the winners of that group, there's going to be higher achievers and they are going to deserve more of the payout. The results are going to be everyone's going to be on the phones. Everybody has a goal. No one wants any calls to go to voicemail. And again, just by doing that, it's going to improve your customer service level. Customers are going to call. Your agency is going to be picking up calls. Things are going to be taken care of right away. And in the long run, that's going to make a huge difference in your retention. And also, there's been times when people have called our agency, we're looking for quotes and we haven't picked up. That is just as bad as it could get when someone is trying to get a quote from you and your agency doesn't even pick up. So just by having this report, we're going to have no missed calls with leads, which is going to lead to more quotes and which is going to lead to more sales. And that's what this is all about. It's increasing our customer service, having people stay with us longer and getting more sales. So with one report, it accomplishes both things and measures both metrics. So yeah, that's it guys. So give it a try, your agency. Again, I'll put a link there for the sample voicemail to sales report. And then while you're at it, please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, hope this helps. Let's get it. Stay hungry.